Hello everyone. I'm Priyanka Mishra, Assistant Professor in CSC Department at SIIT Bhopal. Today, in this lecture we have discussed about the complexity of a program or complexity of an algorithm. Firstly, we have to know what is complexity. So basically, the complexity of an algorithm computes the amount of time and space required by an algorithm for an input of size n. Basically, complexity of an algorithm can be divided into two types, that is time complexity and space complexity. Firstly, we have discussed about the time complexity. The time complexity is a process of determining a formula for total time required towards the execution of an algorithm or that algorithm. This calculation is totally independent of implementation and programming language. So basically time complexity is the number of operation of an algorithm to perform or to complete its task. The algorithm perform the task in the smallest number of operations, that is considered the most efficient one in terms of its time complexity. There are three types of asymptotic notations used to calculate the running time complexity of an algorithm, that is big O, big omega, and big theta. Here, big omega notation describes the limiting behavior of a function when the argument tends towards a particular value or infinity. It also tells us the lower bound of an algorithm running time. It measures the best case or the best amount of time of an algorithm that possibly take to compute. The next is big theta notation. It also describes the limiting behavior of a function when the argument tends towards a particular value or infinity. It tells both the lower bound and the upper bound of an algorithm running time. The next one is your big O notation. It describe or it tells the upper bound of an algorithm running time. It measures the worst case and or the longest amount of time of an algorithm that possibly take to complete. So basically, big omega notation defines the best case or best amount of time of an algorithm. Big theta is defined both lower bound and upper bound of an algorithm, and the big O notation describe the worst case or the longest time, or we can say that amount of time taken by an algorithm to complete its task. So basically, here this is the chart where we have defined constant time. It defined through big O of 1, logarithmic time big O of log n, linear time big O of n, quasi-linear or linear arithmetic, that is big O of n log n, quadratic big O of n square, exponential is defined or it can be written as big O of c to the power n, and factorial is represented by big O of n factorial. The above tables show the most common time complexity expressed using big O notation. Let's go through each one of these common time complexity. The first one, that is constant time. When an algorithm doesn't depend on its input size, or we can say that the when algorithm does not calculate the time basically depend on its input size, then we can send it to have a constant time complexity. For example, when we have to swap two numbers, here the time complexity is constant time. Now, the other example we can have to determine whether the number is odd or even. For all these examples, the time complexity is big O of 1. As all of these examples, or we can say that all of these are independent of its input size. The next is logarithmic time. When the size of input is reduced in each step, then the algorithm is said to have the logarithmic time complexity. The most common example for logarithmic time complexity is binary search. As we know, in binary search tree, every time the tree is sorted or in ordered tree, the left node is always have a lesser number than the right node. The third type is linear time, where the time complexity increases linearly with the input size of an algorithm, and we have supposed that we have supposed to have a linear time complexity. So the example for this is that when we are calculating the time to shorts item, Now the next is Cauchy-Linear. When each operation in input data have a logarithmic time complexity, then the algorithm is said to be a Cauchy-Linear time complexity. The example for this, you can compare this with linear time complexity, just like in linear complexity, where each input had big O of one time complexity, resulting in big O of n, the time complexity for n input. Similarly, here each input has big O of log n, and each there are such an inputs, then the resulting time complexity is big O of n log n. The example for this type of complexity are sorting algorithms such as merge sort, quick sort, and heap sort. The quadratic time define when an algorithm perform linear operations having big O of n time complexity for each value in input data which has n inputs, then it said to be a quadratic time complexity. For example, we can say that whenever there is a nested for loop, the time complexity is going to be quadratic time complexity, because we are iterating through all the value for each value in the list, making it big O of n into big O of n, that is big O of n square time complexity. Next is exponential time complexity. In this, if C is any constant, let's consider C equals to 12 for our article. Therefore, the time complexity become big O of 2 to the power n. When the time required by an algorithm doubles, then it is said to have exponential time complexity. Some of the examples for exponential time complexities are calculating Fibonacci series, solving traveling salesman problem with dynamic programming, etc. Factorial. When the algorithm grow in factorial way based on the input size, we can say that the algorithm has factorial time complexity. Now, the next type of complexity is space complexity, which defines as a process of defining a formula for prediction of how much memory space is required for the successful execution of an algorithm. The memory space is generally considered as the primary memory. Thank you. Now, next, in our next lecture, we have discussed about the flow chart.